I think I just had a realization because I used to journal a lot, and I used to write things down and work things out, and I just, all of the events in my life were very documented, and but like in a more personal way, like journaling and all of that kind of stuff, pictures, screenshots. Like I've always been that person that, like, I won't be gaslit because I have receipts of everything that has gone on. And lately I haven't been like journaling at all. I honestly can't remember in the past year journaling more than maybe once or twice. And I used to do it very frequently. I used to always have a journal with me all the time, and I wouldn't go anywhere without one, and write down all my dreams and stuff. And I write down them when they're significant, and I journal like here and there, like if it's important. But I think I kind of realized that there's a point where it becomes intuitive, like I said earlier, like it's kind of like it was a lot of working things out on paper to like understand, but I think I had like a really like rapid acceleration of understanding of certain things that just really made it a lot easier for me to go about my life. And instead of having to write things down to understand and to like comprehend the situation and the fact that other people like don't do things because of you. Like, for example, a lot of like my journaling was trying to understand why people would do certain things or act certain ways towards me. And then I kind of came across a lot of information of like how to interpret things in a different way that kind of has nothing to do with yourself and kind of has everything to do with like, oh, it's completely circumstantial and situational. And then after that, I think I kind of I just slowed down a lot because I didn't need to. It's kind of like when you're doing math, like first you might need coins to do 2 plus 2, or like little pictures or figures on the paper and draw it out. But then there comes a point when you graduate kindergarten and you're like, oh, 2 plus 2 is 4. And I think that's what happened. And now I just have a different understanding. And when I see people acting a certain way, like something just happened and somebody said something to me that was like, actually, like, I think 2-3 years ago would have been very hurtful. I probably would have cried and avoided them and not wanted to talk to them ever again. But then I was like, oh. And also I've had like situations recently with like guys, things just not working out, and in the past it's always like, you think they're the one, and or something like that. Not, it doesn't even have to be the one, but like you love them, like even if you love a friend, guys, friends, all this relational stuff, same thing. And you think that like this person is everything, but there comes a point in your life where you either are torturing yourself for the rest of your life, or you just realize that there's incompatibilities between you and some other people, that doesn't mean anything about them, doesn't mean they're bad people, just means they're not compatible with you anymore. You can't give each other what you need in your friendship and your relationship. And I'm so glad, because it used to be very hard for me to let go of like certain things, and I would hold on to a lot because I guess I was kind of scared that there would be nothing, like, I don't want to say nothing better, but nothing better for me, like nothing that would make me happier, because I was very scared. But I'm really, really glad, because I feel like when somebody says certain things to me that used to be so hurtful, or something doesn't work out with somebody, a friend who I really, really liked, or a guy, or whatever it is, it's not that I don't care, it's just that it doesn't hurt the way it used to, because I understand that this person, they have their own shit, like they have their own patterns of thinking. They might not be able to give to me what I need because of certain things, and they have to just find somebody who's compatible with that. And if it's not me, then that's fine. And it doesn't make them a bad person. Doesn't mean that you have to help them or hurt them or find something better for them, or doesn't mean you're responsible for them, because they're responsible for their own feelings, but I'm responsible for mine. And yeah, freeing. It was very freeing to realize that. So yeah, glad to be here. And it kind of makes me excited, because if I'm only 19 and I have like come to like a certain realizations that just kind of like they click. I hope the audio is still going. Somebody was, hold on. Where certain things just click, and I'm at this age, you know, I think like, okay, there's 20, there's 40, there's 60, there's 80. So if I live to 80 years old, and I could even live to 100, that could be 5 times. And I feel like the knowledge and the like understandings and the peace will be exponential. Like the more that I like, I don't know, I just feel like life will always get better. And I think that like a lot of bad things, or I mean like things that are really hard, I guess, I don't want to call them bad things, because they a lot of times like bring like really, really good things, like blessings and stuff. Like when those happen, you always have like something. And when I was young, especially after the first time that I moved, because it's like the first time I can remember ever feeling like grief at a mass level, like, you know, the more that I have those and I get through them, and then I can kind of detach the emotion from them and see them from afar, the easier it becomes to kind of realize that there's, no matter like what happens and what you go through, there's going to be something else on the other side that's completely new and completely different and amazing in its own way, and brings like peace. So yeah, lately I've been drinking mint coffee, cold brew. It's delicious. I think that's all I have to say for today. Just trying to feel if there's anything else, but I don't think so.